Hey everybody, it's James Caldwell. Um, let's talk about Married to Medicine, Season 2, Episode 5. These folks on this doggone Married to Medicine, they are hilarious. I don't know. I I think the kids are actually the show. The kids are really getting it this season. These kids are too much. We actually go in, we're at Dr. Simone's house, and her son, the sons, both they're sitting there at the table or eating breakfast or whatever, going to go to school, and they're carrying on and they're asking her about vacation. And they'd have picked out the Bahamas and somewhere else they wanted to go, Dubai. So she's telling them, we having some financial difficulties. I don't have the money to go on the kind of vacation that we usually go on. And she's going back and forth with them and all that. And the one little boy's just mocking her and carrying on. And she's telling him, you start to get on my nerves. And he's giving, kept on mocking her like, yeah, okay, Simone, I hear you, whatever. Next thing I know, uh, she's leaving out, and he's like, she lying. She got the money. She just ain't trying to take us. These kids are too much on this show. They're just they're too much. Oh my goodness, they're too much. But then we go to Tacky Toya. Tacky Toya. This bitch is out shopping for shit for a new house. Her husband had told her in the last 3 episodes that bitch need to go back to work. Yet you out shopping for some furniture for a house that you don't have. She's ridiculous. I refuse to even waste my video time on Toya. Fuck Toya. Toya's ridiculous. And I've had enough of her. She's a ridiculous motherfucker with a ridiculous weave and ridiculous way of looking at life. She's just fucking ridiculous. The hell with her. Anyway. Um, she's just ridiculous. She's ridiculous. And then she didn't buy the stuff. She just kind of was in there and then so I'm coming back. So you were window shopping. When you ever seen a rich bitch window shop? Fuck her. She's ridiculous. Anyway, um, then we go to that Lisa Nicole. There's just something about her. Something about her. I can't put my hand on it. But there's something about her that just does not sit right with me. It really doesn't. And I said before, I think she needs to get a stylist. I really do. I really think she does. She needs some work done. There's some things that she needs done. And she's the supposed designer. Whatever. Who designed those bags under her eyes? That's what I need to know. But just the same, Quad, she's doing this whole thing. I'm gonna give her some credit. I love Quad, love her to death. So I got to give her some credit here because she's giving credit where credit is due. She went to Rico today to ask him would he actually be the designer for her line of Puppy Couture. I love you, Quad, and I love that you gave respect where respect was due, where nobody else actually does that. She made it known that she's not trying to put herself out there as she's the designer for Puppy Couture. She actually showed you she had chosen Rico as the designer for Puppy Couture. So I gave her all the points for that. I just love her. She's just so real. You know, I like it because most people would have just act like they designed the shit, signed their name to it, kept it moving, and we know you ain't designed shit. So I really live for that. But again, I have to go back. I don't know about that goddamn Lisa Nicole. Something with her just don't seem right with me. And that was the whole thing today was kind of based around this conference that she was doing. Um, yeah, we'll go back to it. We're going to go back to that later in the video. We're going to go back to what actually went on at the conference. Um, it just doesn't sit right with me. But anyway, um, Quad goes into a business meeting. This was just too much. She goes into this business meeting. First of all, she has goddamn dogs with her, and I'm like, why does she have Chloe and Kari with her? But whatever. She takes them into the meeting, and then it's all about Puppy Couture. She's trying to get backing and all of that. So I said, okay, this is why she brought him. They're all on the motherfucking furniture. Then I look up, she got these motherfuckers on the table. Quad, now come on. Come on, I know you love them dogs, but dogs on the table, baby, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Get they stinking asses off the table. She's in the meeting. She's standing there, and I give that bitch her points for being a diva. That bitch stood right in front of that man and did not flinch and asked that man for $7 million to make some goddamn clothes for some motherfucking dogs. I said, bitch, you's a rider, bitch. Because that was, and he's considering it. So if they did think that Quad was legit before, know that bitch is legit to stand in a motherfucker's face and ask him for $7 million to make some clothes for for a dog and don't flinch. And then one of the dogs falls off the motherfucking table and the other one pisses on the carpet. Now I wouldn't give her $7 for the motherfuckers, but he's considered it. Told her to go ahead and get the samples and bring them to her, and I'm sure he's going to actually back her. That bitch. She rolled in there. I was impressed. I was impressed. She was clean as hell though. I was impressed with them stinking ass dogs. That was just ridiculous. Falling off tables and pissing on carpets. Carried on. We go from that. We go to Boxhead Heavenly's house. Something wrong with her. Did I say that before? I say it every time, huh? Something the fuck is wrong with Dr. Heavenly. She's sitting there. Why in the fuck are you sitting around telling this baby, she's 7, she's the same age as my son. Why are you telling this bitch about the guy? Well, let me take that back. Sorry, not the little girl, the mama. The mama's a boxhead bitch. Why are you telling the baby about being submissive to her husband? Get out of here. You're ridiculous. Stop talking to her about that. And the father is sitting around shaking his head like, yeah. They're ridiculous. As a family, the two of you fat motherfuckers are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Little girl talking about she gonna be a vegetarian and all this shit. She's too damn grown. Them kids on that show is just too much. Just too damn grown. Then the little girl turns around and as the mother, she's telling her all this shit about being submissive and all that. She breaks it up. Because the little girl always steals the scene, honey. She turned around and looked at Heavenly and said, aren't dogs supposed to watch the house? Heavenly, you're a clown, and your child tells you from week to week that you are a motherfucking clown. And today, she lets you know that you and your fat ass husband are 2 clowns together in the circus. Big shoes, red wigs, and all. You all are clowns. Anyway, moving on from her, because I can't stand her. That Heavenly just does something to me. She's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. Then we got Lisa. So we're getting ready to go into this whole WEN. It's a WEN, W-E-N, conference that Lisa Nicole did. And she's in her confessional. Tell me why her hair was fried. Why has she flat ironed her hair and left lines of just lines all down, and it was a mess. Just fried up. Get a stylist, baby. Get a stylist to do your face and your hair and your makeup. You know, she got the money. She has it. They have the money. She got the money. Get it. But anyway, now, I always tear her up because I don't, something about her just doesn't seem right with me. I just can't get with her. But I will give this. That motherfucker Lisa Nicole, that bitch is a motivational speaking whore. She was flawless. Her speech was flawless. So I understand why you are so high up in the company that you are in for your multi-level marketing. Baby, you the real deal on a motivational speech. She got the ladies going. I was feeling what she was giving because it was women empowerment is what the conference was and networking. And I got to give, I believe in giving credit where credit is due. She was really, really good. Quad was so goddamn clean at this conference. She had this red dress on with fur on the shoulder. She had a piece of fur on her shoulder thrown over. Clean. Clean, 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 clean. Lisa Nicole, you need to be looking at Quad. This is how you should be falling out. Bitch, you say you got $1 million. Bitch, you should look like $2 million. It was the real deal. They got a confessional, sticking ass Mariah gonna try to read. There was no read on what Quad had on Baby. Now you, my darling, when you showed up, a monkey with a motherfucking wig on. I don't know where she got them bed springs from. It was ridiculous. But anyway, they were having a great time at the little conference. Then Toya, with her ridiculous ass, and that bitch looked like she was dressed to go roller skating. She's trifling. She was out of her element. This is where it shows. Is why she calls her Tacky Toya. She's tacky. She doesn't know how to do anything with herself. She's ridiculous. But she was there. She's picking at Simone. Like, this is the time. This is not the time nor the place for this bullshit. It's not the time or the place. But Simone basically read her, and they kept it to a little hush. So they're back out, after the break was over. And oh yeah, Miss Quad had a goddamn black leather glove up to the elbow. Flawless. She was flawless. But anyway, so Lisa's doing her speech. And she was giving a shout out to her husband. Now I don't know if you all caught this. She said something about her husband being her biggest cheerleader in all of this here. And he was in the back. Now there's not any men that weren't working. It was all women in this thing. Whenever they panned the camera back to her husband, there was this guy. I don't know if he was working video or where he was working, but when she said what she had to say about her husband, that motherfucker gave a side eye to that genuine lookalike honey that Lisa's married to. Like, ugh, this motherfucker. I caught it. I don't know what that was all about, but I told you something about that couple. I don't know if they're real shady or whatever. Something's going on with them, and after we're going to find out later. We're going to find out what's going on with them. We really, really are. We're going to find out. Something's going to jump off that has to do with that little couple. That couple got something going on. But anyway, after the break, Mariah shows up, and so does Heavenly. They both showed up late as hell. The speech was damn near over. These fake whores, I sat and watched them as they end up telling Lisa Nicole how fabulous her speech was. Neither one of you bitches heard it! They were walking in when the bitch was wrapping it up. I said, you shady fucking bitches. Ridiculous. And Mariah went right ahead, and they go back in there, in this other part of the little thing, and they're having conversation and everything. Mariah gets started. She over there talking about Quad. Talk about a bad. To Simone. Quad took about as much as she could of it. She went on over there and broke it up. What are y'all talking about? And that's when all the drama started. Now, I thought it was horrible because really this was a women's empowerment networking meeting. There was like 300 women there. And it was really, when I say wrong time, wrong place, it really was the wrong time and the wrong place. But I hated it because Mariah knew exactly what she was doing. She played Quad right to the left. Because, see, Quad is very in this argument that they're having, and we're not getting all of the details. She's very in it. She already with the tears, and she's like, you're lying, you're a liar, and I just want you to tell the truth, and this, that, thing, and the other. But she was so upset that now you're hollering, and Mariah's playing you, giving, why are you hollering, darling? Why are you, well, I mean, yes, I'm feeling what you're feeling, but I'm not going to do all this crying and everything like you're doing. She had her right where she wanted her. And it was just making Quad's emotions run very high. I was so mad. I wanted to punch Mariah so hard and knock that motherfucking clown wig off that she had on. But then, she's so fucking crazy and so motherfucking drunk. Okay? Till she couldn't hold her shit together either. So by this time, they're yelling, and that motherfucking Mariah's giving, I'm not going to get off my chariot and throw tomatoes with you. This, that, thing, that. Drunk bitch. She's ridiculous. And we waited all week for this whole little argument that they had going on. And they basically cut it there and ended the episode. So we're going to have to come back to see what actually happened. But now all the other ladies was really trying to diffuse it before it got real loud. That fucking box head Heavenly. Heavenly was the one that was given. Y'all need to squash this tonight. Y'all need to get together and talk about this. I said, she's a troublemaker motherfucker. That goddamn Heavenly. Because she really believes that she's above them. She really does. And she's actually said that in so many terms a couple times since the season has started. But that was it. That's all they did. I hated it because just when they got to the height of the argument, and we're waiting to see what the fuck has been said that got this all started like this. They cut. We gotta wait till next week. So whatever. But I keep hearing Rico. That goddamn Rico got something to do with it. I can't wait to see what this bony sissy has done or said that got these women all out of sorts with each other. But again, it was a good episode. It gave you drama, fashion because of my girl Quad. She really was quick, was really clean. If you didn't get a good look at her, she'll still have that shit on next week when we go back into it. But that was it. That's all that they basically did. They left us hanging. I hated it. I hated the cliffhanger situation. But right here's where I'm going to wrap this up. And we will get back with them next week and see what the argument's about. Hopefully they'll let us in and see what was really said. Because it's almost some he said, she said or something. We need to know what the hell has actually really gone on. We need to know what's going on. What is it that was so bad that was actually said that Mariah's lied about and all this? And why the fuck is Mariah so goddamn drunk? I just need to know what's going on. But anyway, I will see you guys later. You can thumbs up, if you will, for me, or thumbs down if you didn't care for the video. And it is what it is. Leave your comments. I love to hear what you guys have to say. And you can follow me on Twitter at SpillItBoy. And I will see you guys later. Have a good night. And we'll catch you next week for Married to Medicine, episode 6. All right, guys. Later.